It's crazy how one single person made such an impact on so many lives. Growing up, I saw Kobe Bryant's influence everywhere. Seeing Lakers jerseys almost every day in all of my classes, no joke. And when someone went to go make a really tough shot in basketball, no matter what, you would hear, Kobe! And even during lunch, there was always debates about who was better than Kobe because so-and-so had better defense or so-and-so had better passing. But then those arguments were always shut down by, yeah, but who scored 81 points in a game though? And then always everyone would shut up and went back to eating their cafeteria cheese sticks. But Kobe Bryant wasn't only a basketball player, you know. He was a businessman, a family man with his daughter sadly passing away too, and was a source of motivation for so many people. The mama mentality that Kobe came up with inspired so many kids that I knew growing up with. Inspired the kids to stay focused and chase their dreams, and still inspiring people to this day, as his book is currently out of stock on Amazon, which is pretty awesome to see. So now's the time to cherish the lives of everybody who was on that helicopter and send positive energy to the families affected. But with that in mind, Kobe Bryant's tragic death exposed a huge problem that's happening in modern journalism that's affecting every major news source today. When the helicopter crashed, all the major news sources were scrambling trying to figure out who was in that helicopter, if there was any casualties, and how it happened. TMZ was actually the first to break the news that Kobe Bryant passed away, which was accurate, and the story didn't have any other information when it first broke. But then that's when things got kind of crazy. After that, other news stations could not stand getting out any sorts of accurate information out and taking their time to make sure they got everything correct. Nope. Instead, we have a story like this published, saying that all 4 of Kobe's daughters were in the helicopter and didn't survive, which is completely insane. Personally, when I was younger, I always trusted the news, right? As far as I can remember, we were always told to trust the news stations at their word because they had journalistic integrity and they had a reputation to lose if they got the stories wrong. But now that idea has changed to, fuck it. Put out the inaccurate story now and then edit it later so we can get some juicy clicks. Like they're patching their story like it's a software update or something. I mean, this guy right here had to apologize because he was one of the people that falsely reported all of Kobe's daughters died, which should never happen. Honestly, I think this guy and all the people behind those publications should lose their jobs. I mean, imagine if you're the wife, husband, or the children of these people. I'm sure their immediate family had some sort of direct contact onto what's actually going on, but most likely extended family who could be very close would have no idea. If they didn't know any better, all 4 of their nieces or nephews and uncles could be dead in a helicopter crash because that's what ABC said, so we'll have to just take them at their word. When in fact only 1 daughter was on it, which still is sad, but it's inaccurate. There was another report going around saying Rick Fox, one of Kobe Bryant's former teammates, was actually involved and died in the helicopter crash, which he wasn't. Which is shitty, right? Killing people that aren't actually dead, right? That would never happen. That's absolutely crazy. But even worse, Rick Fox's stepdaughter had to go on Twitter herself and debunk the claims that her own stepfather was alive. Absolutely insane. A person should never have to announce to the world that their family member is still alive because official news stations just kill them off. This isn't Game of Thrones, bro. You can't just kill people off in real life because it sounds better and gets more clicks. Adding up all these false stories and reports, you can see we have a real problem going on. Ever since people like PewDiePie and Philip DeFranco have been getting more and more popular for talking about trending news and trending topics, traditional media outlets have been struggling. No longer are they here for accurate 24/7 reporting, but now they're here for clickbait titles and false reports so they can get more clicks and keep their lights on. And I understand you have to compete against new forms of journalism, but not doing your job correctly is not the right way to do it. I think we should keep exposing these networks for how bad of a job they're actually doing. Otherwise, they won't stop, and these families will keep on believing that their own family members are dead because they see some random dude on Twitter with a check mark falsely reported. When I was scrolling through Twitter, I saw that the NBA was canceling the games for the next 1 or 2 days to honor Kobe, which I thought was pretty cool. But then hours later, I literally saw the live score of the games that were going on because they actually did not cancel any of the games. And to be honest, I was kind of mad. Not the NBA for canceling games, you know, they're a big business organization. They can't coordinate that many moving parts that fast. But I was mad at these major networks for telling me it's going to happen, me believing it, and then realizing I was played and that they lied to me. So everyone, for future references, don't take the major news stations at their word anymore, please. Do some more research than what pops up on your social media feed because it's most likely inaccurate information from people that just want your views and attention to keep themselves afloat. They don't care if you're sad or not. They don't actually care what happens, just that you choose to click on their inaccurate news report. Alright everybody, that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below how you feel about all these news stations disrespecting everybody in these families that were involved in the helicopter crash, and basically having no humanity left in their souls. This is a more serious video, but I'm usually here making fun of stupid trends, stupid people, and stupid topics, so if that interests you, go ahead and subscribe down below. Alright everybody, I'll see you next week. I love you so much. Kobe!